Hello, people of concepts, courage, conviction, concepts. Yes, welcome back. Here is my contact update. Quick look. Mobile number 7200094474. 7200094474. My email contact come to sameplace@gmail.com. Please send messages, no calls. I won't be able to attend your calls because I won't be available all the time to attend it. Therefore, kindly use this updated information. Thank you very much. As usual, you are giving support to me and visiting my Come to Same Place every time video channel. Thanks for coming. Keep learning. This is the learning platform. You can learn it. Please send your questions and I will answer you. Okay? Wish you all the best and keep learning. Good luck. Hello, devotees. Welcome back. This is Money. Sameplace every time. Thanks for coming to Sameplace every time. Video number 75 today talks about delivering results. Today we are going to capture three titles. Make things happen. First one, make things happen. Second, be on time within budget. And don't make excuses. These are the competencies we are going to discuss in video 75. Ready? Shall we dive in? Yes. Why not? Make things happen. Make things happen. Okay? What does this mean? Take initiative. Remove obstacles and drive progress. These are the three important things we are going to discuss in this. And as usual, we discussed in our last video 74. Video 74, you have to be proactive in advancing department and corporate goals. After all, we are going to making that to happen. Yeah. A department leader makes things happen by converting intent to timely action. That's what he's supposed to make it happen. Intent into timely action. Like that. Is it like that? No. Through plans, through his experience, right? Through having disciplines. May think he should not wait for someone to give pressure to do things or last moment pressure. You should not wait for that. That is a kind of procrastination. postponing things. That's not a good habit of a good department leader. Or he should not wait for a plant emergency, then react. No, proactivity is important. We discussed that. Right? Therefore, a plant department leader makes things happen by converting intent into timely action instead of waiting for someone or last moment pressure or plant emergency to give or to force an action. That is number one behavior. Yes? And he should take initiative to move scheduled priorities. Right? What are the scheduled priorities? He should take initiative. That is more important. Scheduled priorities move forward. He should move accordingly forward to do things. No reminders. Don't wait for reminders. No escalation. Somebody came and told this guy is not working, this leader is waiting for some push all the time, external pressure, internal pressure. These kind of escalations about him, complaints about him, no, not acceptable. He should be proactively doing all the things. Momentum should not come from external forces. It should come from within the department leader. This competency includes being always proactive. That is identifying obstacles early, removing them in time, acting by anticipating the needs of the hour. Needs of the hour is very important and should make timely decisions. This is another behavior. Driving steady progress through inspiring people, collaborating with teams. Yeah, same behaviors again and again. In order to become an efficient manager, these are the qualities that appears in everything what he does. He should possess all these qualities. These qualities will help him to do anything that is needed for the organization and his growth. Okay? Next. Today's job is. What is today's job? Use yesterday's wisdom. Today I have to use yesterday's wisdom, and today I have to create a better tomorrow. That is what is called making things happen. Procrastination kills proactivity. That is the basic message given in this slide. Today's job is use yesterday's wisdom and create better tomorrow. Otherwise, you do not sustain tomorrow. So this wisdom must be there in every department leader. Procrastination, postponing things, which means procrastination, having no self-discipline. Procrastination, not inspired, not motivated. Someone cannot push who is suffering from procrastination. Nobody can push him. Yeah, it kills proactivity. Right. Next. Be on time and within budget. See on the side, budget wisdom. I like this very much. Really, I liked it. When I wrote this, I got impressed very much about myself. Believe me. Costs do not exist to be calculated. Again, costs do not exist to be calculated. Costs exist to be reduced. Right? You should, if you can calculate, yes. What do you calculate? Your intention should be how to reduce this cost. That is the intention. Right? Not only how to reduce it, how to improve the overall efficiency. That is more important. Okay, cost means what? What are the resources we use in an organization? What are those? Manpower, machines are being used, materials, yes. We used input material, on-process materials in any company, any manufacturing unit, right? Intermediate products. Yeah. Materials used. Materials means the materials that are used in the quality assurance, materials that are used for in safety department, the safety appliances, all are costs, resources, man, machine, material, methods. How do we create ultimately the product within the budget with less cost? Not only within the budget, to the best of our ability, to the best of the leader's ability, he should be able to minimize the cost and maximize the efficiency of the plant, operating plant, methods, procedures, techniques. And as I told you earlier, time, which is always a diminishing resource. We have discussed this in video 74. Yes. So, costs do not exist to be calculated. Costs exist to be reduced. Don't spend the money that you don't have. What does it mean? Within budget means you are allocated. Your department has been allocated the budget. That's all you have. You're not supposed to spend more than that. In what situations you have to spend? You will have to spend more money. If you didn't plan well, if you're not proactive, if you're not disciplined in what you're doing, everything costs money. It exceeds your budget. The money that is exceeded. 100 rupees is the budget, you spent 110. That money you really didn't have. You're not entitled to use 10 rupees. That's all it means. Costs do not exist to be calculated. Costs exist to be reduced. Do not spend money that you don't have. That's it, budget is over. This is the message of this page. This slide. Let's see in a little bit more details. Be on time and within budget means demonstrate discipline in execution. See, discipline in execution. First thing you need is discipline in execution. Then you will run the production efficiently. Efficiently means what? Producing more with less cost. Yeah? Efficiency and effectiveness. Two different things. Effectiveness is, did you achieve the result? Did you achieve the committed quality of the product? Committed quantity of the product? Yes, I achieved. Then you are effective. You're effective, you achieved. Are you efficient in achieving these results? Means you should have achieved with less cost. Minimum cost, right? With less money you achieved it. Yes, you're an efficient person. Effectiveness and efficient person. Effective person and efficient person. So, within budget, very good, effective. With less money and you saved 10 rupees, you're efficient. Another person does it with 20 rupees saving, he is more efficient than you. You got me? So demonstrate discipline in execution, run production efficiently. While you're doing so, you need to understand what are your constraints, what will be your constraints, what constraints you may face. Your past experience will tell you. What were the situations where I had too many constraints, still I was able to achieve the efficiency percentage more than last year? What were what was those incidents? There I performed excellently. Past experience. Right? How would you process? What process flows are designed? How good your procedures are designed, written? How good they are followed without any missing? Right? Therefore, you must respect the constraints that may come across while you are producing your products. If your practices are best practices, perhaps they were helping you till last month. This month, probably, you have to look into the best practices. Your operators are suggesting some improvement opportunities. Look into those. Is it really going to give you benefits? If yes, go for it. Now it's working so far good, therefore that is good enough. That is not a good attitude, behavior of a department leader. He should be courageous to take risk, taking risk, encouraging risk is one of the good qualities. Encouraging to take risk, encouraging the employees to take the risk. He should be dare enough to do that. He should be dare enough to do that. Okay? A department leader always will achieve the departmental goals within agreed timelines and approved budgets without compromising. That is his competency. Without compromising what? Organizational priorities. His priority and organizational priority should be aligned. Therefore, naturally, he has to plan the resources wisely, monitor the execution very closely. It does not mean that he will do micromanagement. No. Right? He will get the feedback. He must have a system to get the correct feedback from the people who are working in the field, in the shop floor. The culture of the organization should be everyone who is working in the organization, every employee is inspired employee, motivated employee. Who will make them motivated? Who will make them inspired? Leaders. Leaders are the ones to build the culture of the organization. Yeah? He plans resources wisely, monitors execution closely. Means, it does not mean that he goes and does it. He has got a system, strong system, to get all these information together on his table, or through weekly meetings, or through morning meetings, every day morning before He goes to work, maybe he will spend 15 minutes with the supervisors, middle managers, department managers, the operation management, maintenance management, quality management, safety management, 15 minutes every day. What was done yesterday? What is today's plan? Right? That is what closely means as far as he is concerned. And ensures that no delays, no waste, no cost overruns. These are all the feedback he has to get from his subordinates, department leader, his subordinates, senior supervisors, managers of the functions, internal functions, department manager, maintenance manager, operation manager, department leader is him, and subordinates, functional heads. As I told you, he should value the man, machine, material, methods, and time with which he is always managing the resources. Once he is able to handle them wisely, then low cost production. Low cost production without compromising the promised quality to the customers. Delivery time, on-time delivery every time. On time, quality is not correct, or they will have their own contract, quality will be within this range, whatever they agreed. Got me? So, these are the good habits, good behaviors, good competencies of a manager to remain within the budget. So this competency reflects being right at the first time and every time. You must have this discipline. Being right at the first time. You remember in previous video 74, doing things right. Right? Yes, remember? Being right at the first time and every time. Being right. The respect of commitments. The respect for commitments, targets, time limits. Delivery, promises. Only these commitments will make the organization to be low cost, and at low cost he fulfills all the requirements of the stakeholders, customers, internal customers, external customers, suppliers, and also sometimes the regulatory authorities from governments. Everything should be satisfied. And that is possible being right at the first time and every time. in doing things as committed, without compromising the quality quantity. Yeah, that is the commitment. Therefore, with these qualities, with these competencies, his organization will be low cost, most preferred supplier among the competition. If he does it, and he'll stand tall among the competition, customers will prefer him. He will be, or this organization, which does low cost, most preferred supplier, if it gains that title, then for every customer, his organization will be in the top, in the preferred customer list, top one. Every organization will have most preferred customer. Who will be? Every customer will have most preferred supplier. And in that list, you will be top one. Right? So be on time and within budget. That is the most important competency of a manager. What is next? Do not make excuses for not delivering. Suppose you missed your commitment. You missed your commitment. Then, should you make excuses? Yes, you should. When you make excuses, there must be valid reason. Excusing, asking for excuses, cannot substitute the reasons for the delay. People get confused. Excuse and reason. That's the problem. Let's see what it is. Do not make excuses for not delivering. Take full accountability, even in failure. That's it. You will not ask for excuse. You are accountable for whatever happens. Being the head of the department leader, if you're ready to take the accountability, you will not ask for lame excuses. Because your behavior will be always focusing on solutions. Because you are a good department leader, you will not blame others. If at all there was a setback in your commitment, their habit, their behavior will be learning from the setbacks. An accountable department leader does this all the time. Making an excuse is easier than taking responsibility in general. Making an excuse is easier than taking responsibility. It simply feels better to blame others. Oh, it is not my problem, his problem. I'm not the reason for that. Here's the reason. I asked for this data, they didn't give me, therefore I did not get the material in time, therefore here's the reason. Blaming culture. For always blame someone or something else for a mistake or not performing. This is not the behavior. The good department leaders won't do that because they take full accountability. They take full accountability. They did well, very well, excellent progress this quarter. An accountable manager, an accountable department leader or manager, whoever it is, will say, come on guys, you are the reason for the success. Come, let's celebrate. Let's go for lunch. Or let's go for a dinner. Celebrate. Then something goes wrong. Hello management, I'm sorry about that. I take the full responsibility. I'll check it. I'll make it all right, don't worry, give me some time, 2 days. Within 2 days, I'll do it. Accountable for results. Good results, give credits to your team. No unsatisfactory results, take the charge, come forward. Leaders who are accountable for their actions will never do that. Blaming, they don't do, even though it is easy. They don't do that. Lack of resources, lack of time, lack of skills. But all the reasons for these are the types of the situations where one can ask excuses. But good department leader, he won't do that because he is accountable. They know that making excuses limit their potential. 100% they know that. And this limitation will reduce their capability to produce results. This is fact. Blaming someone else and getting, maybe you will be successful today, tomorrow, but not all the time with all the people. Once you are exposed, you're gone. You lost your credibility. You lost your trustworthiness. Credibility, trustworthiness, you have to yearn. Yearn. Nobody will give you trustworthiness. This is your trustworthiness. This is your credibility. Take it. Nobody will. You have to yearn with your performance, with your commitments, with your ability to show that you are a good performer through exceeding the expectations of the management, top leaders. These are the competencies of a good department leader. They are able to produce results. The non-excuses will limit their potential. As I said, their willingness to take personal responsibility. And that is the higher level of advancement. That will help. That is the higher level of human development. Willingness to take personal responsibility in everything he does is an excellent quality. And this quality will not come unless you are dedicated, you are accountable, you know about yourself, self-awareness, selflessness, self-ethics, own ethics. Right? Self-values, own values. I won't do that. Never, ever. I won't do that. They do not get confused with reasoning and excuse. Imagine that you're going to gym every day to do exercises. And one day you're not able to go. Next day, after 2 days, he went to the gym back. Hey, why didn't you come to the gym? Last 2 days I didn't see you. I have a broken arm. Now I feel better. So I came. That's the reason. Why didn't you come? 2 days. I didn't see you. Oh, come on. I didn't feel like coming. I took rest. Excuse. Giving reason, asking for excuse. Two different things. Leaders know this very well. They will always tell you the legitimate reasons, true reasons, for good and bad. You achieved excellence. They educate, probably his team, department level, leader level meetings, they will share this, how they were able to do that, how he was able to do that. All right? They will always share because they know the reason. They understand the difference between excuse and reasons. If the reasons are correct, right, honest, why not? People will accept. But excuses, no way. So do not make excuses for not delivering results. Thus the message. The intent to avoid or remove. The intent to avoid or remove blame is excuse. The purpose of an excuse is to free oneself from accountability. The purpose, why ask people all the time excuse? Because they don't have accountability. They want to free themselves from being accountable. That's what they ask excuse. Excuse is the vehicle that takes you further away from your achieving goals. Keep asking excuse, you will be going far away from achieving goals. That is the message of this slide. Okay, so delivery of results, delivering results. Under delivering result, we have completed 5 items, including this fifth one. Do not make excuses for not delivering. Be within budget. Yeah? With that, this video comes to an end. I will see you with another video next time. And now I take leave of you. Thank you very much for coming. Sameplace. Keep coming. Let's learn together. Okay? Bye-bye. See you. Enjoy. Right.